New Brunswick Public Schools is a thriving, vibrant, and diverse school district located in one of New Jersey's most historic communities, a thriving college town that has been home to Rutgers University for nearly 250 years. New Brunswick's population is nearly 60,000, and its school district enrolls more than 10,000 students from preschool through grade 12. The overall goal for New Brunswick Public Schools has been to provide each and every student the opportunity to graduate and pursue the career or higher educational experience of their choice. The overarching vision for New Brunswick Public Schools is to prepare, empower, and inspire lifelong learners and leaders. We aim to ensure that our students become engaged in their own learning, their environments, and the world. Students will develop their creative problem-solving and critical thinking skills to innovate solutions to complex challenges. We aim to provide rigorous academic programs and strive for personalized learning and thematic concepts. We invest in our staff, intentionally engage the community, and subscribe to a lifestyle of health and wellness.
The district's curriculum is comprehensive and research-based, encouraging students to become accountable to a lifelong journey of learning and leading. Through integrating complementary technology, relevant text, and comprehensive fine, visual, and performing arts programs, students and staff are empowered with the tools and skills necessary to thrive in a rapidly evolving world.
We are transforming our schools into places where educators are empowered and students own their learning. We offer the tools needed to support a personalized approach to education.
Personalized learning is my freedom to navigate my own course of learning, the ability to make choices for myself and empower my future.
New Brunswick Public Schools has nearly 2,000 certified teachers and professional support staff members serving the needs of 13 schools. Specifically, there are 9 neighborhood elementary schools, a middle school, New Brunswick High School, which features 4 themed career institutes and 2 preparatory academies, and the Health Sciences Technology High School for students interested in eventually pursuing healthcare careers.
In addition, an adult learning center provides an education to more than 4,000 graduates, and New Brunswick P-Tech is home to our world's future engineers.
We help our students get ready for college and their careers by encouraging them to find their passion. New Brunswick Public Schools offers more educational choices to students through our theme-based school focused on health science, the arts, STEM, and environmental science.
We offer many extracurricular opportunities to help students develop beyond the classroom through our athletic programs and before and after school programs.
Students are also exposed to rich and diverse learning experiences through all of our outstanding partnerships. The district is proud to partner with renowned organizations and institutions that provide students with opportunities to learn more about the sciences, the arts, and their place in this world. Through a partnership with the School Development Authority, we have updated many of our facilities to meet the growing needs of our students.
In New Brunswick Public Schools, we educate the whole child by focusing on the intellectual, social, and emotional development. Students and teachers are creative and collaborative in action.
We are the leaders of tomorrow!
Good evening, and welcome to the Class of 2020's virtual commencement ceremony. My name is Mr. Juba, and I am one of the class advisors for the Class of 2020. I just want to take a moment to share some words with my beloved visionaries over what we've been able to accomplish over the past 4 years. I could not be more proud of each and every one of you. It has been the honor of a lifetime to serve as your class advisor over the past 4 years. You have redefined what it means to not only be a student, but a community member, and for that, I'll forever be indebted to you. You've constantly rewritten our narrative and pushed for a higher standard and set an expectation like no class before you, and hopefully other classes can look to emulate. For that, continue to push forth and rewrite the narrative not only for your own lives, but your family's life as well. I know our school year may not have ended the way we had hoped and anticipated for, but with that being said, I know our reunions will be that much more lit. Rather than ramble on, as I do in our class meetings, I'll keep it short and sweet. I could not be more proud of each and every one of you and the young men and women you have become and are setting off. Best of luck in your future endeavors. It has been an experience of a lifetime, getting to support you and watch you grow and develop during your 4 times here. And I look forward to sitting in my chair and hearing about your next endeavors when you come back for Alumni Day and or any other events. I'll miss each and every one of you. Best of luck and congrats to my visionaries.
Congratulations, class of 2020. You have been a group that has stayed focused from the start, and you have so many achievements to your credit. I'm positive that this is just the start, and you'll have many more successes in the future. Wish you the very best in everything that you do. Congratulations once again.
Hello, class of 2020. I just wanted to congratulate you all. I know that it's a crazy world out there right now, but I have every bit of confidence that you will be the class or the generation to change things for the better. Love you. Have a good one.
To all my seniors, it has been such an honor and a gift getting to know and teach all of you. I love and miss you. I wish you nothing but the best. Congratulations.
Hey, Zebras. Congratulations. And all the best from Mr. Caputo.
8 seconds is a very short time to tell you you're magnificent, you're going to change the world, go get your dreams. I love you, class 2020.
Congratulations, New Brunswick class of 2020. You did it!
Congratulations, class of 2020. I know this wasn't the senior year you dreamed of, but now it's time to go build the future you dreamed of.
Class of 2020, congratulations. You did it. I'm so proud and can't wait to hear about all the things you're going to go on to accomplish. Keep being awesome.
Class of 2020, congratulations. And my message to you is not farewell, but fare forward. And in faring forward, whatever you choose to do, I am certain that you will make this world a better place for all humanity. Congratulations, graduating class of 2020.
All right, seniors, where do I begin? Some of you I had, some I didn't, but every single senior that I encountered this year, I was just blown away by. You guys are gonna just kill it. You're the next generation, and we're just all so proud of you, wishing you the best for your futures, and keep making us proud. Go Zebras!
To Mrs. Stolte, wishing you all the best. Congratulations, guys, you did it.
Hello, Zebras. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Yahoo!
You did it!
Woo! Congratulations, class of 2020. Zebra and I are proud of you. Come back and visit us.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We are all here to celebrate you and all of your years of hard work. It has been an absolute honor getting to know you all, and I cannot wait to see how you make the world a better place.
Good evening. During President Obama's Graduate Together speech to the class of 2020, he started by saying, if the world's going to get better, it's going to be up to you. That realization may be kind of intimidating, but I hope it's also inspiring. With all the challenges this country faces right now, nobody can tell you, no, you're too young to understand, or this is the way it's always been. Because with so much uncertainty, with everything suddenly up for grabs, this is your generation's world to shape. Now I invite you to sit back, relax, and be proud of the 153rd graduation of the Brunswick High School and the class of 2020.
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Visionaries, the New Brunswick High School graduating class of 2020. You and your advisors coined the phrase, the class with 2020 vision. There is no question that the class of 2020, in your freshman year, 2016, held steadfast to your vision and created clear 2020 vision-like plans to go where you wanted to be in the year 2020. You worked hard from then until now, one unified yet diversified team in the classroom and in the community. You have witnessed numerous events that have affected you, your families, society, and education throughout your public school career. During your high school time alone, you have lived through the concern of school shootings. You have seen how inappropriate use of social media has become an invasion in many of our students' lives. You have lived through natural disasters such as hurricanes and floods, and who would have known that March 12th, 2020 would be the last day we would gather together in the building as the New Brunswick High School community. For your safety and health, it was best to be precautionary and to be preemptive, as all indicators pointed to the fact that the global pandemic, this invisible enemy, would hit hard and swiftly, and that everyone was a potential victim. Now, I know a virtual graduation was not in your vision, but take a moment to think about the positives. Your family and friends had the ability to view your graduation comfortably. You don't have to walk through graduation practices. You're able to save this production to view in the future, and you are graduating today, June 22nd, 2020. Congratulations. Life as we know it is different, and I challenge you, the students of the class of 2020, to take those new challenges and find solutions to solve these new problems. With your vision, you can and will create solutions. The opportunities to create your own success have never been greater. You will create the new normal. I never liked the phrase, "we have always done it that way before." Living the same old way, doing the same work the way we've always done it is not progressive. It places blinders on your vision and inhibits the act of solving problems for growth. I have heard too many people speak of the younger generation as future leaders. You are not future leaders. You are the now generation, the class of 2020. You have proven that you are current leaders. You have proven this by the sacrifices you have made by serving the community in many capacities. Did I mention it's extremely important for you to use your voice to vote this year? You have opportunities to make change, to sculpt your world, to stand up to and to change systemic racism, social injustice, and economic disparity. You cannot change the past. You can, though, change where you are now to assure that you design what the end results will be. You can and will create the future. You have never been afraid to tell me what you think and to provide solutions to make your vision come to fruition. An example, you convinced me that a pep rally was necessary and that you would make sure that the safety would not be an issue. I put aside my apprehension as a result of the trust that you have established. The school community enjoyed a very successful pep rally. Thank you, class of 2020. This, in the grand scheme of things, is a tiny accomplishment. However, I won't make light of it. You made a change that affected the entire school community with a positive outcome. Job well done and worth your effort. And somehow I remember an 8th grade class requiring that I move up with them to the high school. I have no idea how you made that happen. But please, I can't go with you during this new phase of your lives. You're graduating. You must always follow your vision. Don't let obstacles change your focus. Find ways to work around them and to use the obstacles, both human and inanimate, by realizing and encouraging their strengths. Use their positives to change your emotional batteries to always move forward. In closing, I thank your parents and families, teachers, coaches, peers, and all of the mentors that have supported you through the years that have brought you to where you are today. Graduates of the class of 2020, I am so very proud of you individually and collectively. The students of the class of 2020, the visionaries that have already started and will continue to change the future. Congratulations, class of 2020. I will keep you in my heart and in my prayers.
Congratulations to the graduating class of 2020. To say this academic year was one that will be remembered would certainly be an understatement. You have managed to overcome the complete closure of schools statewide in response to the coronavirus outbreak and completed your studies remotely. Your kitchen became the school cafeteria. You transformed a room in your home into your homeroom. You navigated your way through a global pandemic that the world hasn't seen in a century, yet you remain determined and focused to complete the mission at hand. Our high school saw the cancellation of prom season and all spring sports, while our adult learning students successfully juggled the challenges of remote learning with their everyday responsibilities. Despite the many obstacles, the time to celebrate the landmark achievement of your graduation is here. It's when you shift your focus to your future and the opportunities that await you. This is what you've strived for, the culmination of your hard work, endless study, and fierce dedication to achievement and advancement. All converge right here, right now. This may not be a customary graduation ceremony, but it is forever your time in the spotlight. You've earned the right to take part in this important transition. Now revel in the moment. Embrace your future, no matter where it takes you. Congratulations on all that you've done and all that you will do. Best wishes to each and every one of you. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Greetings to the graduating class of 2020. I know we will always remember this year. Whether it's 20, 30, 40, or even 50 years from now, the question will always be, where were you and what were you doing in the year 2020? You don't need me to tell you what a challenging year this has been. And it has been difficult in ways we have never seen before, with no roadmap telling us specifically what to do and how to proceed. Not long ago, as recently as Thanksgiving in November, we had never even heard of the term coronavirus. But just 4 months later, sometime in March, it forced all our school buildings to shut down. The unforeseen challenges caused by the coronavirus had taken a significant toll on people around the world. And ever since, we, students, families, teachers, staff, and administrators, we have persevered and found a way to communicate and learn as we engage in various aspects of virtual learning. Then in May, we were all shocked by the murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis. Most of us have since seen that video, which triggers feelings of anger, fear, sadness, and confusion. Within a day, protest marches were taking place across this country and world, and we all began learning more about social justice and the fight for equal access to wealth, opportunities, and privileges within our society. Despite almost being half over, the year 2020 already is among the most challenging years in living memory, and I suspect many people are wondering, how much more can we possibly take? But you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing. There are valuable life lessons to be taken from this very strange and difficult year. The first is that we all need to keep in mind is that our road through life will rarely be smooth, whether in our personal lives or careers. Problems have a way of arising quite often when we're completely unaware. So I advise you, to plan ahead, even if in your head. Map out a course of action on how you're going to continue to move forward. You want to know where you're headed before you get there, and never let your guard down. We need to remain vigilant so when challenges do appear, we're fully prepared to face them. And this brings us to another key lesson we can learn from the year 2020, that we can indeed overcome. Look at the difficulties you have faced since March. One day, quite suddenly, out of the blue, your school was closed, and you had to complete your high school education in quarantine via a computer screen. It was a significant challenge that you found a way to manage, to adjust, to adapt, and do what was necessary to earn your diploma. And as I speak to you today, I applaud each and every one of you for earning that diploma. You succeeded by never giving in. So the next time you're confronted by serious difficulty, you'll be able to look back on your year 2020 and remind yourself that you've faced hard times before. And despite some serious hurdles, you persevered and succeeded. This, I suppose, may always be the mark of the 2020 graduate. I imagine that whenever the subject of a particular 2020 New Brunswick High School graduate comes up, I'll say, wow, 2020? That was a crazy year. And that was a special group of students who persevered. They're a testament to planning ahead, working hard, and never giving up. They made it. Each and every one of you has the ability to transform the world that you, your family, and your friends live in. I encourage you to work hard, be bold, and do truly exceptional things. I congratulate you. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
Greetings, New Brunswick High School Class of 2020. Principal Redler, Board of Education, teachers and staff, parents and supporters. I hope this message finds you all well and safe. 2020, what a year, man. We are in the midst of recovering from a global pandemic. Economies shut down globally. Social distancing is now the new norm. En masse, riots and protesters all over due to another killing of an unarmed black man by a police officer. It's tough. It is, I know. But tough times don't last. Tough people do. Resilient people do. People who remain composed no matter the circumstance. When adversity hits, they rely on what they know, their training, their foundation. Because adversity will hit, and being composed and thinking during the most difficult circumstances is an art of the mind. We are in difficult circumstances. We are in adversity. The people who are making the most out of what they have now will be better because of it. Failures are a part of life. You must learn from them. There are only wins and lessons, no losses. Changes are also a part of life. The only consistent thing in life is change. Some of our failures can be simply remedied by seeing them as a change of plans. For example, draft day. I was expected to get drafted, and I didn't get drafted. I saw it as a change of plans, used it as fuel. Yeah, it bruised my ego and stifled my confidence. I even cried that day. I questioned myself. Am I even good enough? Can I play on this level? I was hurt and upset, but going undrafted taught me humility and grace, patience and perspective. My goal wasn't to make it to the NFL. It was to make a team and play on Sundays. Although I failed my goal of being drafted, I still had the opportunity to play in the NFL, and that's all we could ask for, is an opportunity. Being resilient is getting up more times than you have fallen. That's a winner. That's a leader. Progress or change is painful, but its rewards are bliss. Leaders embrace change. Leaders ignite change. Leaders find a way. Your parents, your leaders, found a way to manage throughout this pandemic. So have you. Graduating high school in 2020, the Rona class. 20 years from now, people are going to ask what you did in 2020. And you can say whatever you want. You can make up a story. I don't care. But the fact of the matter is that you graduated high school during the toughest times of our lives. You are already leaders, already showing how resilient you are, making progress, inspiring others. Your generation makes up less than 30% of the global population, but 100% of our future leaders. Leaders are constantly improving themselves. In order to become a good leader, you have to understand who you are. Now, who you say you are on Instagram or on TikTok, it takes courage to look in the mirror and be honest with yourself. Honest about the effort that you put in to being a better person. We all have things that we don't like about ourselves. Being lazy, procrastinating, forgetfulness, not making time for important things, weight, poor performance at school or work. Identify what's happening. Be honest with yourself, but also be compassionate. We tell you to be compassionate with others, but it starts with you. Just like honesty, that honest self-talk that you have with yourself, make sure it uplifts you. Instead of calling yourself fat, say you have to lose weight. The journey is not about the weight loss, but the person that you become throughout the process. Be who you are. Be who you want to be. No one in your family graduated college? Be the first. Want to have your own business? Become an entrepreneur. You don't have to go to college. And I applaud those of you who are going somewhere in the fall. But just because you're not in a formal school setting does not mean your pursuit of knowledge should be any less. Learn about what you like or what you want to do. Read about it. Read every day. Ultimately, all knowledge is self-knowledge. Improve daily and enjoy life. Life is meant to be lived. I know that this is not the graduation that we all expected, but that's life. Unexpected things happen all the time. Having purpose is living. Chasing after a goal is living. I will argue you can't live without goals. So if you haven't done so already, make a list of goals. Some long-term and some short-term goals with dates. And daily goals that have the most impact on the long-term goals. Now, these daily goals can be manipulated to help achieve the short-term goals. The short-term goals are milestones that help achieve the long-term. For example, a long-term goal may be losing 30 pounds in 6 months. Short-term goal could be losing a pound a week or 5 pounds a month. Daily goals would be working out daily and no carbs. Celebrate your monthly achievements. Award yourself. Positive reinforcement. This is what life is. Pursuing the goal and enjoying the process. Finish strong in everything you do. Don't half-ass anything. Be purposeful and with intent. The best rewards and achievements come from hard work and dedication, being prepared and diligent, going the extra mile even when it's not required, Whatever you put in, you will get out. So put the work in. Dedicate yourself to yourself. Goals are accomplished by mastering oneself. So continue to learn who you are. Have the courage to see that process all the way through. The world needs true leaders, full with love, compassion, and empathy, dedicated to bettering themselves and those around them, constantly improving and inspiring others. You all are leaders. Now, what are you going to do about it? Thank you. Congratulations again to the New Brunswick High School class of 2020. Thank you.
Naselin earns her academic success through hard work as well as natural intelligence. Her academic performance epitomizes both the 99% of effort and the 1% of inspiration. That is the traditional formula for genius. Her high school curriculum is rich with higher level courses, including AP Language and Composition, AP History, AP Literature and Composition, and pre-calculus classes. Naselin has a strong, flexible intelligence and a ferocious drive to succeed. As a member of the Rutgers Upward Bound program and role model within AVID, Naselin has been able to flourish as a college-bound student. She is a self-starter who is highly intelligent, motivated, and resourceful. Such character traits have earned her high achievement designations, including Honor Roll, AVID Ambassador, and Trusted Treasurer of the Class of 2020. Naselin has a 4.319 GPA and will be attending Rutgers University this fall. It is my pleasure to present to you the Class of 2020 Salutatorian, Naselin Ortez Arana.
For a long time, I have lived my life waiting. You could say I've been waiting 17 years for this day, or maybe 4, or even a couple of months. For a long time, I've been waiting. I've been waiting to receive letters from higher learning institutions. I've been waiting to attend my own prom and completely show out because that's what you're supposed to do, right? For a long time, I've been waiting. We've all been waiting, letting the time pass so that eventually we will be face to face to a new change, to better circumstances, and to a brighter future. I am sure we've all said and hoped that this quarantine would be over so that we could go on vacation, back to work, back to school, and back to our quote-unquote lives. I'm sure of it. Though, I also hope that during all this time, we have reflected on everything else we let pass, every moment we were so lucky to live, and everything else in between. The thing is, when we're so stuck on the future and what it may bring, we forget about the moment we're in. I know that I am extremely blessed to be alive and well today. I am lucky to have made it this far and to feel confident in the idea that I will only go further. Even though this may be the case for many of us, for others, it's not. Many of our brothers and sisters have passed away from illnesses, police brutality, and self-inflicted harm. Millions of lives, some of whom we've known and cared about, have been lost because of ignorance, racism. 4 years ago, when I was a freshman, it seemed that police brutality was at its peak. During that time, I was angry. I wanted to take initiative and do more than just feel rage. I wanted everyone, no matter who you were, to truly believe and understand that Black lives matter. I hoped as a freshman that by the time I was a senior, that my anger would subside, that progress in society would be made, initiatives would be taken, and that hopefully every Black life out there would matter to everyone. Though here I stand, Meanwhile, countless of Black lives are being robbed and completely ignored. 4 years later, racism seems to be more vicious and stronger, but the only difference is, like Will Smith said, it's just being recorded. Even during quarantine, when everyone is supposed to be safe and indoors. Even during all this, during all the death and loss of jobs, hate still manages to overcome the hearts of so many. Therefore, as I stand in front of you all today, as you listen to me say these words, I hope you let them impact you and leave a mark in your mind, your heart, and soul. We all understand how a rapid increase of deaths can impact our lives. It can bankrupt companies, close parks and beaches, and even put a pause on the world. With this understanding, I urge you all to love a little more in your day-to-day lives. I urge you to love yourself, your neighbor, the food you eat, the opportunities you've been given, and this life that you're meant to live. Through love, we can destroy hate, we can destroy violence, ignorance, and everything evil. I hope each and every single one of you will take these past 4 years of your life, these past 3 months of quarantine, and all the memories to create something more for yourself. I believe as the class of 2020, we are destined to break the norms, to set new standards, and inevitably create a future that no one sees coming. Most importantly, I have faith that as a collective, we will do more than tweet or create hashtags addressing the suffering that is occurring all over the world. But also, we will be the ones to come up with more effective and innovative approaches. With faith, I know that someday, Black people will be able to sleep in their homes without the fear of being killed or targeted. One day, soon enough, all Black lives will matter to everyone, no matter who you are. And once they do, then, as a collective, we can truly say that all lives matter. Until then, we must continue this combat against racism, side by side. Please stay safe and stay blessed. Thank you.
Good day, class of 2020. I have the privilege and honor of introducing this year's New Brunswick High School's valedictorian for the class of 2020. A remarkable young lady describes New Brunswick High School's class of 2020 valedictorian, Norma Cervantes. Many would see her as a serious, intelligent, and community-minded individual who cares about her school and her family. Her director from the Rutgers University Upward Bound program would even say more by noting her perseverance to succeed and her diligence to keep others safe. She has accurate perceptions, while her English teacher feels that she has a good understanding of literature and expressive concepts. Most of her teachers agree that she is responsible, meets all of her obligations, and knows that college will be her gateway to success. Norma has mastered the balance of combining her academics and extracurricular activities. As a high-ranking member of her senior class, she has shown a constant dedication to her studies. At the same time, Norma has been a valuable member of the school community. She has participated in several activities that involve the school community, health awareness, and making a difference in the world. As a member of the National Honor Society, Rutgers University Upward Bound program, and the girls' soccer team captain, she has exhibited excellent leadership qualities and is known for good school spirit. These programs have given her an opportunity to earn college credits and have given her a head start for her future. In addition, her good character, high moral values, academic achievement, and caring personality have earned her the respect of her peers. Norma is a confident, motivated, personable young lady. She is highly regarded as an energetic and devoted student. Her hard work and commitment to all aspects of her life will ensure her success at the college level. She will bring outstanding scholastic participation and a level of maturity in her communication that will enrich her academic performance and overall experience at the New Jersey Institute of Technology, where she will be studying the fields of STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. Congratulations to New Brunswick High School's valedictorian for the class of 2020, Norma Cervantes.
Welcome Dr. Aubrey Johnson, Board of Education members, administrators, faculty and staff, friends, family, and most importantly, New Brunswick High School Class of 2020 graduates. It is my great pleasure to stand before you as this year's valedictorian. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but there are many people that I would like to thank for supporting me. Without them, I would have never had the mindset nor ambition to challenge myself and rise to this title. First, I'd like to thank my bestest friends, Zalma Herrera, Chelsea Garzon, Tiffany Luna, Corelli Alonso, and Miguel Perez, for sharing many precious memories with me over the years and encouraging me to give my all to my classes. I would also like to thank Ms. Victoria Jaggs, who 4 years ago told me she believed I would be my class's valedictorian. And well, I did it, and it's all thanks to your small words of inspiration. Finally, I'd like to give my biggest thanks to my parents. Papá, gracias por trabajar tan duro para apoyar a nuestra familia. Y gracias por siempre llegar a la casa con una gran sonrisa, aunque estés cansado de tantas horas difíciles. Mamá, gracias por enseñarme el valor de una educación y por aconsejarme todos estos años. Gracias por su apoyo y por creer en mí. Si no fuera por eso, yo no sería quien soy hoy. Los amo a los dos. First and foremost, I think you should all give yourselves a big round of applause simply for attending this virtual ceremony to commemorate your high school career and accomplishments. You should all be very proud of your valiant efforts put towards graduating on this day. On March 16th, the New Brunswick Board of Education issued the commencement of quarantine in response to the COVID-19 outbreak. At first, we all believed it to be a minor inconvenience that would mean taking a couple days out of school. No one could have predicted that we would never be able to see the halls of our high school again. The seriousness of this situation first became apparent when our first senior trip plans were canceled. Then matters worsened as we were told that we would not be having a prom nor an ordinary graduation. At that moment, we all became overwhelmed by grief, anger, and a lack of motivation, wondering if our 4 years of hard work would result in nothing. Those moments were probably the worst I've ever experienced because it meant that I would not be getting to say my last goodbyes to my high school days and that I wouldn't be sharing my last special moments with my friends or classmates. In past weeks, we faced a lot of hardships and social problems and might have even contemplated how good we believed this year would be. I'm sure that we are all worried about what other challenges might arise as we move forward and might not even be over the problems we are facing right now. However, at least for now, I encourage you to take this day as an opportunity to celebrate yourselves to the fullest extent. Throughout the first few months of our senior year, we have all worked diligently and earnestly to make sure we would arrive at this moment. I'm sure many of you, like me, also have many people that you would like to thank for supporting you along this journey. So don't forget to show your gratitude to your family and friends for their part in your success. Now, I'd like to share a quote by former President Barack Obama, reading, "The future rewards those who press on. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. I don't have time to complain. I'm going to press on." Right now, matters could not be worse in this country, what with police brutality, a lack of political order, a pandemic, social distancing regulations, and an unforetold future. I know things are hard right now, especially for our communities, but we don't have time to dwell on the negativity and discrimination. We have to continue fighting our respective battles every day from now on. In a couple of weeks, the obstacles in our lives might change, so no matter what they may be, work through them as best you can. Stop limiting your actions because of your position and press on to do better things. Things that will lead to changes in this country and hopefully changes in your lives. After this ceremony, after this day, we are going to have to face a new reality. And while some may say that we will have to take on a more mature sense of responsibility and sort out our own worries, we do not have to go through everything alone. The greatest source of relief can be found in other people. It's through our connections with others and our sense of unity that we are able to feel as though we have somewhere to belong. If I could share one piece of advice, it would be to be kind. Kind to yourself and kind to others. As the days continue to pass by, we are going to need a lot of kindness and care to arrive at a safer, loving future. I know kindness can be just as hard to spread when pinned to a wall by oppressors of the world, but it also takes a great amount of courage to be able to face the worst with a kind smile. Today, take the time to be kind to someone else and spread positivity so we can remember this day as a happy one in the midst of so much negativity. Spread love and happiness as you celebrate your accomplishments and ending to your high school career. Never forget that you will always have a home here with your Zebra family. Congratulations, class of 2020. Dream big, be ambitious, and enjoy this day to the fullest. Thank you.
On behalf of the New Brunswick Board of Education, I accept the recommendation of the administration at the New Brunswick High School and direct that the members of the class of 2020 be awarded their diplomas. Congratulations.
Norma Cervantes Galeana, Naselin Ortez Arana, Diana Cuevas, Brian Palma Marino, Diana Narvaez Vasquez, Sergio Ramirez Reyes, Maria Reyes Gaspar, Hugo Vivas de los Santos, Litzy Martinez Ruiz, Brian Ventura, Chelsea Acosta, Brian Aguilar Martinez, Corelli Alonso Barragan, Montserrat Alvarez Cruz, Luis Alvarez Torres, Jasmine Andino, Bailey Andino Mejia, Jason Andino Turcios, Richard Norvi Herrera, Eric Aparicio, Johnny Aparicio, Carlos Aparicio Cruz, Kaylin Aparicio Flores, Marcus Arocho, Fola Aragun, Christian Avila Imetirio, Carlos Avila Garcia, Katie Ayala, Stephen Balbi Almanzar, Merlin Barahona Reyes, David Barragan Camarillo, Miriam Barragan Fernandez, Ramiro Barragan Hernandez, Deborah Basoto, Briseda Bautista Lopez, Christian Bedola Hilario, Caleb Bell, Benicio Beliard de la Rosa, Jamilex Beltran, Christian Benavides, Janaya Benjamin, Haley Berrios, Carla Berrios Contreras, Franklin Bentances Jr., Zion Blanco, Tayer Blount, Esther Boima, Jenny Borneos Rojas, Diego Brito Torres, William Piton IV, Ian Brown Miller, Lismel Bueno Sedeno, Gloribel Bueno Tejada, Yancy Caballero Paz, Casey Caballero Portillo, Eric Cabrera, Yulisa Camana, Emmanuel Camarillo Galindo, Luis Campos Ramos, Jonathan Campos Robles, Nicole Caraballo Duran, Joanna Carranza Varela, Alex Carrillo Adrian, Milasia Carter, Daniel Castellanos Zapata, Jefferson Castillo Reyes, Edwin Castro, Aaron Castro, Onilda Castro Castro, Jose Castro Hernandez, Christopher Calles, Edgar Cedillo Serrano, Christopher Cervantes Crispin, Cristina Chanes Jaimes, Carlos Chavez Arianes, Alfredo Chavez Gonzalez, Leonardo Cholula Garcia, Joseph Giafulo, Messiah Coleman, Tyrone Collins Jr., Bernardo Colmenero Narvaez, Sandra Cortez, Stephanie Cortez, Brianna Cruz, Jordy Cruz, Julissa Cruz, Joseph Cruz Montero, Illyria Daniels, Roche Daniels, Keyshawn Davila, Rayana Davis, April Dawson, Ana de Jesus, Andres de la Cruz Ramirez, Yamilet de la Rosa, Daniel de Santiago Allende, Alexis Diaz Hernandez, Mayra Diaz Torcios, Jasmine Dominguez, Guadalupe Domingo Juarez, Fanny Dominguez Leon, Juan Dominguez Rosales, Kataya Edwards, Michael Elias Villa, Claribel Espinoza Carmona, Erica Estrada, Yvette Estrada Ocella, Dawan Everett, Peter Fernandez Hernandez, Carlos Fernandez Rocha, Angel Fernandez Solano, Betsy Flores, Jordan Flores, Jose Flores, Nancy Flores Quintero, Denali Floyd, Victor Galindo, Pedro Gallardo Reyes, Darlene Galvan, Angel Garcia, Alexander Garcia Arazola, Jennifer Garcia Gil, Shaylin Garcia Hernandez, Alexi Garcia Narvaez, Karen Garcia Puga, Marcelo Garcia Lopez, Roberto Garcia Pena Jr., Arisbeth Garcia Serrano, Chelsea Garzon, Jasmine Gomez, Josue Gomez, Elvin Gomez Lopez, Jonathan Gomez Sanchez, Jose Gonzaga Bernardino, Alfredo Gonzalez, Jonathan Gonzalez, Osmiri Gonzalez, Eric Gonzalez Jose, Mateo Gordillo Granja, Milagros Gruon Abreu, Angel Guarenos Rosas, Fatima Guerrero Caballero, Brandon Guillen, Ana Joya Gutierrez Salazar, Angel Guzman Gutierrez, Migdoel Guzman Jr., Edwin Guzman Garcia, Java Haygood, Mahogany Hall, Nadir Harmon, William Harris, Leah Haskins, Mauricio Hernandez Jr., Vanessa Hernandez, Maria del Carmen Hernandez Garcia, Jose Hernandez Maldonado, Jonathan Hernandez Gonzalez, Evelyn Hernandez Lopez, Flordeline Hernandez Morales, Brian Hernandez Osorio, Jason Hernandez Ramirez, Jennifer Hernandez Ramirez, Zalma Herrera Marino, Edilene Hidalgo, Amari Hood, Josue Horizonte Hernandez, Angel Hurtado Alcala, Hibatula Ibn Davila, Jennifer Inestrosa Amador, Dominic Ingram Jr., Damien Yovine, Janessa Jackson, Richard Jacobo Cepeda, Jada Jacobs Brimage, Felix Jaquez Jr., Waldy Jaquez Peralta, Adrian Jimenez, Dariel Jimenez Bernard, Emilio Jorge Vargas, Emmanuel Juarez Vasquez, Johnny Lazaro, Dorismar Leal Arias, Perla Leal Bustos, Jorge Leal Lopez, Jordan LeBron, Melanie Leonor Castillo, Andres Lopez, Eric Lopez, Eric Lopez, Jose Lopez, Julissa Lopez, Raul Lopez, Jessica Lopez, Melvin Lopez Hernandez, Adolfo Lopez Trujillo, Edwin Lopez Garcia, Hector Lopez Godinez, Yoris Lopez Martinez, Eric Lopez Montesinos, Saúl Lopez Paulino, Lisbeth Lucas Paz, Edgar Lujan Juarez, Tiffany Luna, Jaden Mahone III, Alejandro Mancera Alonso, Tehendra Mengru, Adam Mansour, Jesmarie Marte, Jayline Martinez, Catherine Martinez Perez, Lady Martinez Espinal, Geraldo Martinez Jimenez, Lydia Martinez Marino, Natalie Martinez Ortega, Diana Matamoros, Juan Mateo Rafael, Lizzie Mayorga, Elijah McDaniel, Yaritza Medina, Brittany Medina Melgar, Zulmarie Melendez, Leslie Melgar Hernandez, Claudio Melo Pelaez, Mayra Melquiades Alejandro, Omar Mena Jr., Christian Mendez Nazario, Dulce Mendez Nazario, Laura Mendoza Diaz, Leilani Mendoza Reyes, Franieli Mendoza Santo, Luis Mercado Aparicio, Emmanuel Miller Montgomery, Alamaris Molina, Luis Monegro Gonzalez, Maurice Montesinos, Jasmine Montes Lorenzana, Nielsen Montiel Cruz, Tajay Moore, Tiambra Moore, Carla Mora, Ariana Morales, Daisy Morales Aparicio, Leilani Morales Aparicio, Adriana Morales Garcia, Lisbeth Morales Vasquez, Jennifer Morel, Franchel Moronta Rodriguez, Ashanti Morris, America Munoz Roman, Rosalba Nicolas, Eva Nivar Francisco, Donovan Nolasco, Jonathan Noyola, Fermin Noyola Santos, Brian Nunez, Jairo Nunez Mendoza, Joaquim O'Neill, Kelly Ojeda, Kanaya Ofer, Joanna Ortiz, Jonathan Ortiz, Shayla Ortiz, Lauren Ortiz Gomez, Osman Ortiz Cotto, Julio Ortiz Santos, Gladys Ortiz Vasquez, Derek Osi, Oscar Pacheco Cruz, Brandon Palmer, Candy Paz Herrera, Juan Carlos Pelaez, Anna Pelaez Garcia, Junior Pena, Ashley Pena Alvarez, Eduardo Peralta, Marlon Pereira Chicas, Edis Pereira Martinez, Dasalis Perez, Miguel Perez Hernandez, Viviana Perez Caballero, Edward Perez Ortiz, Anthony Perez Romero, Emilia Perez Salmoran, Alex Persuad, Samad Phillips, Najir Phipps, Andrea Polanco Ochoa, Jose Polanco Ochoa, Asada Pollard, Manuel Pomp, Naya Porch, Luis Puebla Marin, Gilberto Quezada Palacio, Melina Rafael, Leslie Ramirez Vasquez, Edgar Ramirez Leon, Olfrano Ramirez Reyes, Edwin Ramon Nero, Giselle Ramos Landa, Jerson Rodwales Sueller, Tanya Revilla Meriche, Heidi Reyes Guerrero, Cynthia Reyes Martinez, Irenia Reyes Melendez, Nayeda Reyes Pineda, Kayla Rivera, Briseida Rivera Ortiz, Jennifer Robles, Brenda Robles Diaz, Brian Rodriguez, Jadalise Rodriguez, John Rodriguez, Jason Rodriguez, Joshua Rodriguez, Melanie Rodriguez, Shaylee Rodriguez, Juarez Rodriguez Peralta, Emily Rodriguez Cardenas, Catherine Rodriguez Chavez, Wendy Rodriguez Gutierrez, Mayerly Rodriguez Melo, Priscilla Rodriguez Tavares, Katie Rodriguez Urena, Kyla Rohaman, Christian Rojas, Yamilet Rojas Garcias, Zaire Royer, Maria Ruiz Garcia, Carla Ruiz Campos, Ricardo Ruiz Izaguirre, Esmeralda Saavedra, Christian Salas, Maritza Salgado, Jason Salvador Quintana, Miguel Sanchez, Leslie Sanchez Martinez, Jose Sanchez Ponce, Itzel Sanchez Barrientos, Roberto Sanchez Campos, Emily Santiago Castillo, Fernando Santos Morales, Severin Shannon, Nikiba Shivers, Shane Sims, Dante Smith, Kiana Smith, Lisbeth Solano Ruiz, Jameen Stevens, Angela Sumano, Mahamadou Sumare, Manuel Tapia, Anibal Taveras, Daniel Taveras, Diana Tavares, Elijah Taylor, Javon Taylor, Anna Tolentino Duran, Fernando Torres, Rosemary Torres Tavares, Eridania Urena Peralta, Citlali Valdez Hernandez, Alberto Valdez Madera, Ana Valerio Gomez, George Vasquez, America Vasquez Perez, Giselle Vasquez Avila, Diego Vasquez Leal, Richard Velasco Reyes, Edgar Velasquez Cholula, Brian Velez Tlahuaco, Brittany Vidal Gutierrez, Jesus Villalobos, Ray Villanueva, Edward Villera Nunez, Nyasia Walden Jordan, Benjamin Walker Jr., Quimera Watson, Jaya Weeks, Taji Welcome, Donasia Williams, Keith Wilson, Jade Yanez, Carla Zafra Alberto, Jonathan Zapata Jimenez, Mayerlene Zuniga Benitez, On behalf of everyone at New Brunswick High School, we congratulate the class of 2020. We wish you great success in all your future endeavors, and remember, you are always welcome back to the home of the Zebras.
Hi, I'm U.S. Senator Cory Booker from the great state, our great state of New Jersey. It is such an honor to give a few words to the graduates, but first to everyone in the high school who worked so hard, from teachers and staff to administration, and even those people who worked in the lunchrooms or did the custodial services. Everybody worked together to make this day possible. And the graduates, your guts, your grit, your hard work, and your sacrifice That is all to be congratulated and celebrated. I'm truly proud of you. You collectively have made us even more so Jersey strong. So class of 2020, this is not the graduation experience that you wanted or you invited. And I've learned in my life that in many ways you can't control circumstances. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control your response. There's a great author named Viktor Frankl who wrote a book about surviving the Holocaust. And he said that the last of the great human freedoms is to choose your attitude in any given set of circumstances. And he says there's always a choice. Every day, every hour, he says you're offered a decision. That between stimulus and response, that's your power. It's a decision, he wrote, that's going to determine whether you submit to the powers around you which threaten to rob you of your dignity and your worth, or do you manifest that great freedom that can never be stripped from you, which is to show up. To me, that is a challenge. Life is not about a destination. It's where you are every day, what you're bringing, what spirit do you choose to bring into the world. Look, when Hurricane Sandy was coming in, I was the mayor of New Jersey's largest city, the mayor of Newark, and I was out in the storm just as it was impacting, surveying the whole city, driving around as best I could in a command vehicle, being blown from side to side. And I'll never forget, I get this call. It always starts with a funny question. It's an operator that says, "Hello, this is the White House operator. Would you hold for the President of the United States?" And it's always funny to me because who says no to that? And I go, yes. And next thing you know, I'm talking to Barack Obama, who is checking in on me. It was an incredible conversation, connecting as a storm is hitting the coast of the United States of America. This president was checking in on a mayor. We had a good conversation. As soon as I hang up on him, almost as if it was timed, my cell phone rings again, and now it's the governor of the state of New Jersey, Chris Christie. Again, a moment of human contact. He was checking in on me and the city of Newark. We had another good, heartfelt conversation, and as soon as I hung up with him, amazed that I had just talked to the President of the United States and the governor of the state of New Jersey, I'm coming up a hill, and there in the wind and the rain, I see these telephone poles that come down, live wires, and then I make out a guy standing out there in a yellow slicker with a floodlight waving frantically. I was surprised and almost a little upset that somebody would be out in this storm and not home, and I rolled up on him, rolled down the window, and immediately saw it was an elderly man, and I said to him, "What are you doing out here, sir?" And he looks at me almost bothered by the question. He goes, "There are live telephone wires, live wires all over. I'm here because I'm going to make sure that none of my neighbors or nobody comes along these wires and gets hurt." In that moment, I realized, 15 minutes I had talked to the President of the United States, the governor of the state of New Jersey. Heck, I was the mayor of the city. But the greatest person in that 15 minutes that I talked to was the man on the hill, showing up, standing strong in a storm for others that he didn't even know. He didn't control the circumstances. He didn't control the size and strength of that storm, but he defined a truth that is so powerful that the greatest of all human energies you can show up with, you can choose, is kindness, is decency, and love. And often people think love is sentimentality. No, it's service. Sacrifice. It's being there for others. Class of 2020, you are going to go on and do amazing things, achieve great positions, titles in your life, but those will never define who you are. You do daily. Life is not about a destination, it's what you bring to the journey, and I hope you bring your power of love. That's what this world needs right now. It needs light workers in darkness. It needs kindness in a time of too much meanness. It needs unifiers in a time of too much division. And that's not seen best in the grand acts and the grand gestures, but the daily decisions we make. Don't underestimate your power. Use it every day to make a difference in this world that so needs you. Thank you, class of 2020. And God bless you.
Thank you.